Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Ready, set. 54. Mike 54. All day, Paul. Joker. Look, squeeze. Hey, turn it out. Shift. Five.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Grant Haley in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wentz. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Waiting. 47. Check, 47. Nice, sweetheart.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Go, go. 280! 47! Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd and 5.
There we go, Pac-Man. 180!
47. All day, every day, any day.
Hey, 74, 74.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
All day,
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
watch the safety creep.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Hey, empty! Empty! Hey, Ford Tokyo!
Working from the gun, Wentz. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Mike, all day, just like that. Just like that. Check, check, check.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Ready, break. 60-61, matchbox lights. Back and go full strength. Hey, orbit. Go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
On the set.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. What we got? What we got?
80 weapons.
Back, back, back.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Check 3, check 3.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On second down, it's Sanders. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Trey 15. Trey 15.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He's checking. Crash.
check nine, check nine.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, kill. Hey, 4-2.
47 to Mike, boy. 47. Check.
To throw is Wentz. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here we go. Lady.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check for it.
Hey, Lou.
They'll run on first down. It's Howard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch the pass. Wide. Get wide.
Lefty.
Here's Wentz to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. The Eagles on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
53 is the mic.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 47 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read.
And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Slam, slam, slam. Let's go.
A first down carry for Barkley. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
Ready?
They'll try to pound it in with Gorman. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Hey, Sam off. Ready?
Switch it, kid, switch it.
Hard.
You got tight right there.
Get it.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Able to slither by.
Let's go, go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Tight end's right. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Kill.
47's the mark, boys. 47. Check, 47. Here we go.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
Check.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Bandit. Check 13. Check 13. Check. Check. Check.
Hey, empty. Empty.
On the give, running right is Howard. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Yeah, baby.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Let's get this. Let's get this.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, high 7.
3 down, 3 down. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Hey, tight.
Ready to go. Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take him the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
Back to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
It's just me and you. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
You ain't going nowhere.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
With it is Jackson. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right?
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motive.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 82 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now Wentz. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Here we go. 180.
47.
So don't say nothing.
No. Off.
Great.
Check. Crunch. Whip. Watch the whip.
On first down, Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Wentz. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Waiting.
That's what I do.
Wentz now on first down. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with second down coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
You ain't got nothing.
He'll try and run it up the middle. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Needed a couple yards for the two-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's it.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Go!
49, check 49, check 49.
Switch.
Ready?
This is Barkley. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Gallman will run it. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Charlie!
They'll look to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he's got this down to the 35. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Sunday!
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Go!
29 is Mike.
Wentz now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
No gain on the dump off. It's second down. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw on second down. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
I can't believe they even let you play.
For Tokyo!
On first and 10, here's Wentz. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Second and 10. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Let's go. 15-1. 15-1.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Giants, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now.